These late nights got me acting a fool. Like, what up, Oko?
Alert.
Okay, bring your mic closer.
Always.
Yeah. It is episode
I'm not
31.
using things at mouth level anymore. It's been
We're
a while.
in these streets with a beatbox. We're getting fucked up, bitches. Roll it, bitch. I guess I'm the bitch. Oh, no, we're not supposed to say fucked up bitches. Hold on. You're supposed to not curse in the first 7 seconds of a video on YouTube. I learned that.
Oh, well.
Okay, so
So what's going to happen?
we're just going to post this the way that it was. Roll it!
Right.
Okay.
Yo, these late nights got me acting a fool. I stepped in on my boom, like in the way that I move. I ain't playing around with fools.
So beatboxes, 11.1%. Tropical punch. Okay, beatbox. Send us a text.
And I've already I've drunk. Went
You already drunk already?
a little.
Yeah, I had a drink before I got here too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good episode, y'all.
Yeah, our friend Sakina invited me to the rooftop.
It's crazy because Sakina doesn't invite me to shit.
Well, you look at the camera.
So why
and
don't
tell
you?
Sakina
Yeah,
that.
Sakina, you don't invite me to shit. That's crazy because I live a whole lot closer to you than Oko does. I live about 3 blocks away from your fucking ass. I don't get invited to shit, bald headed ass. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
To the ASMR girls.
Oh yeah, do that, please.
Yes. I guess I opened it too hard. I don't know. Cheers.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Whatever.
I like the beatbox.
I like beatboxes because they're ratchet, and I like ratchet shit.
I better sit down because I've already had rosé. So
What's wild is how it is Juneteenth, and I've been working all goddamn day.
listen, but
I've
you've
been
been
in
making
the
money.
studio. I've been editing. I've been sending emails, and now we're here shooting this damn show. Like this is supposed to be niggas' days off. This is like the second year of niggas' days off, and we aren't even respecting the holiday.
Right, but we were all together. We mentioned that today. We were all at a picnic last year. We
Oh,
done
yes,
a
that
picnic
was a
this
good
year.
time.
The only reason we changed was because Lamert Park.
Are they not doing
canceled
it?
They canceled it because remember the stampede happened.
There
last
was
year.
a stampede last year.
You left early.
Last year with the yeah, because I had to go to work.
Yeah, Jasmine Sullivan was going to perform.
Jasmine
that never
Sullivan was
happened.
going to perform.
We would have done. I mean, we would have been doing that. We would
That
have
was
had to
a good day.
reschedule our thing.
Because they had the watermelon and the ribs.
And very good.
Free watermelon and ribs.
And very good.
And red soda.
And very good.
It was real niggery. Top tier.
Yeah, that was a good day.
It was a good day.
All right, Juneteenth.
Yes. Blackity
Thank God
black,
for being
black. Blackity black,
Thank
black,
God
black,
for
black,
being
black.
black.
Okay.
We got some black topics, but
I like this. So Juneteenth is in June, and then there's Black History Month. So that's like some black shit about every. Ooh, these white people is tight.
yes, we got a whole topic about that.
That's black people shit every 5-6 months. That's too often.
That is.
I don't know. They upset.
All right, can we do 2 quick am I wrongs?
They said, "Where's the white appreciation month?"
Child.
I can hear it. I can see it in the text. I can see the timeline.
So this first one is quick. That's why I said 2. This person says, am I wrong for being upset that my partner didn't offer to pick me up from the airport at 9 p.m. when we only live 10 minutes away? I'm sure he will say I could have just asked, but for me, it's the thought that counts. Am I wrong?
Am I wrong? I mean, if I need realistically, if we're fucking,
Yeah.
you're my partner, and we ain't even fucking. We are my partner, and I'm coming back from the airport at 9 p.m. and you don't offer to pick my ass up, I'm gonna have an attitude. But I'm gonna ask you to pick my ass up, and then you better say yes.
But that's the part. Like, it's hard when you go.
You should offer. You should fucking offer.
Right.
Because I offer to pick up niggas from the airport who I'm not fucking.
You do.
Right. So
You do.
we're penetrating. You better come pick my black ass up.
So you think she has right to feel that he should have offered?
Someone should have offered, yeah.
Right.
But also, I'm not taking an Uber, so you gonna come pick my ass up. So somebody gonna give you. You should have offered, but
I mean, she said that
it should be understood that
sounded
you
like
are the
it
one
just
who's gonna
didn't
pick me
even
up from the
happen,
airport.
but she was upset that he didn't even offer. But then she said that she could have just asked. Because the thing is that I've learned that if you ask someone and they say no, you can really have a bone to pick.
Sure, closed mouths don't get fed.
That's part. So for me, I see both sides. Now, also, I will say that even if I was in a relationship, based upon who I am today, because I haven't had many relationships where I had to be in a partnership outside of, like, romantically.
Sure.
So I don't come in it thinking that this is what relationships or this is what my boo who fucking me do.
Sure.
I come in as Oko. And consistently, I don't ask you for rides.
No.
And you're one of my closest friends.
Yeah.
I have never called you and said, can you take me to the airport, knowing that you would. You have actually said to me, even as of recent, how are you getting to the airport? I said, child, I got it. My point is that I wouldn't have even asked.
I mean, I as a person,
It wouldn't even, as a man and all, I would think that.
no, as a vehicular person.
Right.
So like me, I don't call Ubers and I don't get on buses.
That part, I understand that.
Right? I drive.
Right.
So
you're not thinking of it like I am.
Yeah, so like
Right.
if I need a ride from there, I don't want to take no Uber from the fucking airport. I don't want to do that. Someone needs to come pick my ass up. One of these niggas who I give rides to all the goddamn time need to come pick my ass the fuck up. Because now I'm at the airport and I need a ride.
True.
That's how I look at it.
I don't know. Now, I will say that for the most part, usually someone picks me up from the airport.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like if
Going
like,
and coming are two different things because
because
as a commuter here,
going to the airport's a whole lot easier.
very easy.
Than
Even
getting
as a
home from the
commuter.
airport.
Yes, very easy.
At least
Yeah.
the LAX. Getting
Yeah,
out
for
of
sure.
getting home from LAX,
sure.
you gotta go get out to the airport, wait for that fucking bus thing to go take you to the thing, to then go get on a 45-minute Uber that costs $50, $60. That shit is ass.
Usually Andy takes me. Usually Andy picks me up. That's what
Yeah.
happens usually.
Yeah.
We live together. Usually he says, "I'll pick you up," and I
miss
get there.
Andy.
You miss Andy?
Yeah, I haven't seen Andy in a while.
Well, look at the camera and say, "Hey, Andy." Or
Andy don't watch the show.
he don't watch this.
I know he don't. Andy don't watch the show.
He asked today. He saw me in there writing our notes before early, and he was like, "It's a day pod." He knows when's his podcast day.
Oh yeah, I mean,
He knows that because I'm always in the dining room, like doing homework.
Yeah.
Like my Tuesday night is always in that car. Is everybody's like, "Oh, Oko, you're in it,"
Nah, I'm trying to get it.
because I am literally in the trenches of bullshit.
What's gonna be on this podcast today?
What are we going to be talking about?
I don't think about it at all.
No, one little last one. The question
I
is,
really don't.
all right, this one is, I'm 18 and my friend is 17. They're young. We stopped talking a year ago for about 3 months and reconnected. Ever since then, I've noticed his attitude and behavior slowly becoming more unbearable. While separated, he found religion and now openly judges me for a lot of stuff that the Bible is against. It's at the point where I don't really enjoy talking with him anymore. I don't have a problem with religion despite me being an atheist myself, but he's the one of those people who act like they're better than you because they're religious. Would I be wrong to end things?
Okay, now I am going. Why are you bringing this teenage child trifling shit onto the show?
Because like it's topical.
You've been gone for 90 days and now you done found Jesus and you judging me. That sounds like some 16-year-old shit, 17-year-old
You've never heard,
shit.
like, I know
some born-again Christians.
Oh, but see, I brought it because I know a lot of born-again old asses who be done everything and had everybody.
And now talking shit.
And get judgmental.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's like, regardless of the age, I actually thought they're a little too young to be even dealing with this.
I can't believe you've been gone for 90 days. First of all, we've been friends for like a year. Now we ain't talked for 3 months. AKA, we could throw that whole thing away. Because what is that? That ain't even that long. Mm-hmm. Only because you 17, 18, 16, 19 years old do you think that this is the long-term relationship.
That's the bottom line.
Because that's a cold. I've had head colds that lasted longer than 3 months.
Not head cold.
I don't know. I've had.
If you hit the last 3 months, it's more than head cold.
I've had sniffles. I've had sniffles that was like,
doctor.
oh God, that lasted more than 3 months. More than 2 to 3 months. I mean, that ain't shit.
Take it from me, sickness that lasts more than 3 weeks. Go get help.
You can go get help, but they just gonna send your ass home with a $4,000 bill. Usually.
But the thing is, like, I think with these young folk, but in general, if anyone is judging you where you making you feel less than, end it. There's not a friendship. That's not a relationship. That's just the bottom line. Like, she's not talking about he don't like me to be raunchy. He's judging her for all type of shit. So it sounds like he need to go find people in the church. You guys are young enough to where, listen, honey, it will not even matter in 5 years.
It won't.
Maybe even 3.
Maybe even 1.
Yeah, it's not. It's not even worth it.
The people who you know when you're 18, 19, 20, those people change out. They're like shuffling a deck of cards.
It's not even worth it. I wouldn't even have, if I had a friend right now in my life who I felt like was judging.
Who you fuck with from when you was 18? Still, today. Me? Yeah.
Funny enough, I think I told you this. My good friend, Andre.
Okay, Andres.
No, not Andres. You always say
the one in Atlanta.
Yes.
Okay. Who is versus the one in Colorado.
Yes. Who is in my phone as Dre.
I'm paying attention. I'm one of them friends who listens.
Who's in my phone as Dre Thick.
Dre Thick. Yes.
Well, I've been friends with him, and he was just here this weekend. I've been friends with him. I was 19. He was 21, and I recognized that he was my oldest friendship. And we had this moment where we were in Afrobeats party in Hollywood, not far from here. And we were like, he said, my ankle hurt. I said, I could go home too. And we were like, how did we get here?
How did we get here? Bye, let's go. Right
So
now.
that's like the oldest one, but it's also a friendship that have never a fallout, but there are times where
Oko's old too. I mean, 18 that's a long time.
that's 17, it's like 16
15 years,
ago.
15
yeah,
years,
I'm
yeah.
getting up there.
Yeah.
I am getting up there.
Right, older than old.
And he is 2 years older than me.
Wow.
So the thing is that I that's the only friendship. Everyone else have changed. But I've also ended, as you know, I've ended friendships that I had for more than a decade within the last 3 years.
Sure.
So it happens. That's the
does.
thing. That's why I can say that at this age, at this stage with this little kid here, it ain't even worth it. If he done found Christ, let him find Christ. Let him go be judgmental. The only unfortunate thing is that he's gonna really miss out on a lot of shit, because to be that young and judgmental is a tough road, because he's at the height of curiosity.
I'm trying to think if I was judgmental when I was younger, if I'm less judgmental now. I'm not very judgmental.
Not
That's
judgmental.
That's not me. That's really not me, because I'm really a character to be judged. That's not really me. But I want to say I probably was more judgmental when I was younger. And it's loosened with age.
I think so.
Because you learn more, you see more stuff.
Right. Don't you find it though? I find it though that you become less judgmental, but you do become a little more clear on what you don't like.
Yes.
Like, I am judgmental.
You are. Oko is so judgy.
But the truth though is that
Oko is talking shit about your outfit.
in my mind.
He is.
In my mind.
Yeah, he
and
is.
may say a funny joke to my friends.
Yeah.
I'll call you a
He
name.
is. He is.
To my friends. I'll call you a
Am I
name.
talking shit about your outfit? Not really.
I'll call you a name.
Unlikely. If I make a joke about it, it will be funny.
Yeah.
But it'll only be to make a joke about it. It really won't be because I'm talking shit. It's really because I want to make a joke about you.
No, usually if I'm talking shit about your outfit, it's because I don't like it.
No, yeah, I'll just talk. I mean, I will only talk. I mean, I guess I'll only talk shit about outfit I don't like.
Yeah, no, so I hear that. I think this person should have just let it go.
So Oko's Instagram account got hacked. Tell the people about it. How's it been? Oko's an Instagram person.
am
I'm
an
not an
Instagram
Instagram
person.
person. I'm like, it's funny because I want to say of internet people, I think I might be more of an internet person than you are. But you really are more of an internet person than I am.
Yeah, and I didn't realize until Well, and I'm such an internet person to where and I think you kind of hit on this before, but I am that person. If I meet you and I know that you are interested in me as a friend, as someone that I can show art to, or our friend Adrian said to me the other day, she's like, Oko, you are a connector. You connect people. You go into an event and someone say, this is Oko. Oko says, this is Corey, or this is Adrian.
Yes.
And people meet through that.
Sure.
So that's the part of the hackery of it all that has been strange, because I haven't felt like, if you're not in my real life these last 3 weeks, and I mean my real life.
3 weeks? 3 years?
3 weeks, meaning like since the hackery.
Oh, since the hackery.
Which is what we're talking about.
Yes, the hackery.
If you're not in my real life, I have found that it's been like where I used to feel like I had my hand on the pulse of what I wanted people to know.
Sure.
Be it funny, be it wise, be it black as shit. Like, I had a whole Juneteenth, whole gay pride niggery ready. And June 1st, I got hacked. So none of that happened this month.
Interesting.
So it has been very interesting of like putting all of that to the side. But listen, hey, it's brought me back to here, which is my true love.
He said he's reading these books.
So I have done more reading. I have also found that my friends call me more. Or the funniest thing is that people literally have started texting me screenshots of what I can't see. So I would look at my phone and get a screenshot of something on Instagram, and I'm like, Lord, the people just want me to see this.
That's funny. We don't have an Instagram relationship.
No, not us. No.
Not even kind of.
And you're the only one
I don't
of
have
my
an Instagram relationship with anybody.
I didn't think so.
I'm not. That's really not.
No,
who
you're
I
the
am.
only one of my close friends that don't, because that's the part. Every close friend of mine, usually, with the exception of you, I have also an Instagram relationship.
You don't have an Instagram relationship with Andy.
But Andy's different. No, Andy sent things, but we don't have one.
I've sent things too, probably, but
you?
generally,
To me?
yeah,
Rarely.
Probably about as often as Andy does.
Yeah, probably the same
You
thing.
get 2,
But
3
like
things
on
a
the
year.
flip side, though, Adrian and I have a whole exchange.
Sure.
Andre and
me and
I.
Twan have an Instagram relationship.
That's the thing. I
That's the
feel
only
like,
person
yeah.
I have an Instagram relationship with.
Andre
Actually.
and I, Tiffany and I, Sakina and I, not too said to me today. She was like, Oko, I do miss you on Instagram because even though that's not our only form, it is a part that you weren't giving me that on text messages. So so to your question, how does it feel? It's felt interesting, but it's also felt like, I will say I kind of like it because I said this earlier. When people run into me, I saw someone the other day and they said, Oko, you didn't come to my party. And I said, I never saw it.
Right.
And what a blessing that is. I ain't telling a lie.
I never saw it.
I never saw it.
What party?
I had a birthday the other day, Oko. You didn't wish me happy birthday. People get false. If you had a birthday, honey, between June 2nd and today, I probably did not see it because I just didn't know.
I don't think...
If I don't know like your birthday, and I do know my friend's birthday. So if you're real close, I remember.
I don't think anyone expects me... I don't think anyone expects me to be a person who does birthday things or social media things because I'm just not that person.
But you don't give that off. I don't think...
I'm
I don't
really not that person.
it.
I will call you. I will FaceTime you in my bonnet at 8:30 in the morning in your bonnet.
You will.
Right? But I am not going to write happy birthday on your wall. You
actually call... you actually will call more than I would.
Oh yeah,
I don't care to talk to people.
I'll call you. If you fuck with me, there's a very thin list of people who I fuck with. Everyone who I call is in my recently called list. If I haven't called you in the last 100 calls, I haven't called you in the last 6 years. Realistically, 5 years.
That is true.
You know what I mean? I talk to my repertoire of people is very, very tiny.
So yeah, no, I don't.
Who do I know that you don't know? I'm trying to think who I know that you don't know. You met Brian.
Your friends?
Yeah. You met Brian, you met Twan, Stephanie.
I've met Brian. Who is that?
So you've met some of these people, right? No?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, and please, I'm not saying that I want to meet. Is it who I think it is?
Yes.
Oh, I've never met them.
You never met Brian?
No.
But you met most of my friends. You met Matt.
Who is that?
Matt was on the show.
Yeah, of course, I like Matt.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have that many friends.
Yeah, no,
Laura, I don't have that many friends. Jeb, you've met them all.
That's true.
You know what I mean? These groups of people.
Yeah. Did Brian watch the show?
The list of people who you're referencing and the list of people who I'm referencing are each about 6 long.
True.
It's not that many people.
Right.
Christina, Jeff, Adrian, Sean, Tiffany.
Christina what?
Christina.
What about her?
But just like the list of people you'd be mentioning. Who
I know. Have we mentioned her on the show?
I think so. Hi, Christina. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, honey.
What up? So
I feel like Adrian is the star, is the co-host that we talk about.
Adrian hasn't been on the show.
And she's coming. She's not coming on to be a guest, but she's coming to sit in the audience.
She's not going to be a guest?
She doesn't want to. She said she'll just come and look at the camera. She may stand by you and say and wave.
Wave. That's it.
I think she said she wanted to come like next week.
She's like a power move maker.
She is, and she doesn't want like.
We have
other friends who called me and said like they get salty that they ain't been on.
Adrian knows who's on the show, has the numbers of all the people, has the numbers of all of the other people, and is just one of those people who's not on the camera.
And out of all of the, and really is the one that who you and I I can call Adrian and say such and such is going to be on the show. Can you help me out or whatever? And she said, okay, I got you.
Right.
All right. You know what? Justin Timberlake. My God, today. So, happy Juneteenth.
Rock away.
You know, there's a gospel song that says by the gospel artist Miss You should be singing Cry Me a River.
That mugshot looks
that's the song.
Yeah, right. Cry me a river. Cry me a river.
The gospel artist Dottie Peoples has a song where the lyrics are, he's an on-time God. He may not come when you want him, but he's always on time.
Period.
And I believe that somewhere Brittany Jean Spears is in a thong in her house,
twirling knives,
praise dancing,
twirling with the knives,
Tennessee style, with knives, singing. He's an on-time God. I would imagine that Demeter Joe Janet is on tour. Titties looking good.
Good. Out with the star things on the nipples. With the star
he's
nipples.
He's an on-time God.
Right.
Just to put the story into context.
Gotta have the star pasties.
Oh, yeah. Just to put the context for the people who don't know, Justin Timberlake was arraigned and released without bail.
That's how they do the white men.
That's true. I didn't even understand today, so how they do it. I was like, what? It's so foreign. I'm like, what? I didn't even know what that sentence mean, without bail. What does that mean?
They said you could go.
Okay. Okay, he's been...
I mean, I'm not going to say I know some people who have been arrested and let go without bail, but I do. Mm-hmm. And I know some who are close. Mm-hmm. It might be me. Maybe not, but maybe.
Oh my God, today. So he has been charged with 1 count of DWI and cited for running a stop sign and failure to keep in his lane. Mm-hmm. As for the traffic stop, law enforcement tells TMZ that the cops found Justin to be glassy-eyed. The mugshot showed that. And his breath smelled of alcohol.
He looked old in the mugshot.
He did look old.
That's what I thought when I looked at it. I was like, oh, he don't look good. This is not a cute
They say he had been at the American Hotel partying in the Hamptons, and almost immediately after he left...
I thought he was in Florida.
No, he was in the Hamptons in New York.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's when, like, immediately he started, like, after he left, the cops saw him, like, just driving through stop signs. And then that's when they began to follow him. Here's the thing, though. When they stopped him, he was able to, I guess, to make a call. A couple friends came to the scene, because they had been partying together, and begged the cops to just let him go. And they said, no, we are arraigning you. It was also revealed that the cop who pulled Timberlake over was so young that he didn't even know who the 10-time Grammy winner was.
That's fair. Because, I mean, some cops is probably 22, 23. Justin probably 50.
Not yet. 50, Corey?
How old is Justin? 45?
How old is Beyonce?
43?
Justin's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but how you rounding up a little too much now?
Well, I mean, I feel like Justin. I feel like Justin. If Justin is,
you can say 45.
Because Britney and all of them, they're all about 45. They're all about 45. Whatever is such a wild.
Yeah, the older you get, the more you give these people. You give them a couple years.
Oko's been saying he's a year older than he is the second month after he.
You notice I haven't done that this year.
You haven't because you're getting older now.
What's the point?
We're gonna have to slow this shit down. I'm not 35 yet. Fuck out of here.
Not yet. So supposedly Justin said under his breath, I guess, to the cop, this is going to ruin the tour. And the cop replied, what tour?
Sure.
Justin then said the world tour. That man, I don't know who you are.
Because the little kid is probably 22.
Here's the part that I do wonder, though. They also said at some report I read that the cop supposedly didn't even say that he had never heard the name Justin Timberlake. And I don't believe that.
All you have to be is an out-of-touch cop from Staten Island. New Yorkers get that joke.
But there's someone who have never heard I'm not talking about older people, but the idea that it's just hard for me to imagine that you've never heard the name Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake has not had a hot record.
No, he put out records, though.
The last Justin Timberlake record that was hot, was Sexy Back in 2008. 2008 was 2018, 28.
16 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
I graduated that year.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm bringing sexy back. He don't know what the fuck that is.
My God, today.
These kids are... Jack Harlow sampled Glamorous by Fergie and turned it into the #1 hit, First Class.
Okay.
And these young people did not know what the fuck the GLAMOROUS was. They had no clue what it was. They had no clue where the song came from.
My Lord.
It was just Jack Harlow's song. Flying first class, where the whole song comes from. But this is young.
That could be fair.
Justin looked old too.
He looks old, and you remember I had said this. Maybe I
grayed out and old. And you know what was funny is
that the mugshot is like 4K. You notice how good how clear the mugshot is. They were like, "Why is this mugshot so fucking clear?"
2 days ago, Jessica Alba. Which who's he with? Jessica. He's with one of them white
Jessica
bitches.
Biel.
whatever. One of the white bitches that Justin Timberlake is fucking.
Married to his wife.
She posted about how he's the rock of the family.
Child.
And this and that. This is the day before.
I didn't know this.
That he got pulled over for the DUI. And I know that bitch is tired of looking foolish. I know Jessica Biel is tired of looking foolish over this white man. Because Jessica Biel got her own money. I feel like she does. She don't know bro code. She don't got to deal with this.
No, she hasn't really had like, a lot of us have met Jessica Biel as Mary Camden on the WB show in the early aughts, late 90s called Seventh Heaven.
I know what Seventh Heaven is. When I think of Jessica Biel, I think
she was the daughter on there. She was very
Fantastic
young.
Four.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Isn't that her?
That might be. Her. I just didn't know this.
I think
only knew her as
the Fantastic Four,
okay.
Silver Surfer. This is like 2006-7.
Got it. So this was after Seventh Heaven.
After Seventh Heaven, for sure.
You knew she was on Seventh Heaven?
I didn't, but I know what Seventh Heaven is. Mm-hmm. And I know that it features white people. Mm-hmm. Like Gilmore Girls. And
all of them, I think they bookend each other. I believe Seventh Heaven, they all came on Mondays.
It's like Seventh Heaven, Gilmore Girls.
Charms.
What's the other one with the guys on the lake? White dudes.
Everwood.
No. Seventh Heaven, Charm. Not I Know What You Did Last Summer. But all these are the same damn time with the white people.
Yeah, Seventh Heaven. The premise of Seventh Heaven was it was a preacher named Eric Camden and his family. And one of the daughters, he had, I think, 2 daughters, 3 daughters.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, years before, though. Her name was Mary Camden on there, I'm pretty sure. But that's how I knew Jessica Biel. So when she married Justin, a lot of us was like, oh, he married a girl from Seventh Heaven.
I thought of her as the girl from Fantastic Four.
I think a lot of people did. I actually think that is you have to be of a certain era to remember.
Depending on where you remember her from.
Are you thinking of like Dawson's Creek?
That's the other show.
I thought so.
Dawson's Creek. That's the other show. I was like the one with the white boys, the boys on the lake.
And good old
I said the white boys on the lake.
Right.
Dawson's Creek. That's the one
I remember vividly.
Which I've seen maybe an episode of. Probably not.
Let me see what I want to say this story. Okay. First of all, Michelle Williams got her started on Dawson's Creek.
The white one or the black one?
Not the bridge.
Okay, I was like, which one? I just tagged Michelle Williams, the black one, in a post today. And I was like, wait, which one is it? No.
Oh.
I covered a Destiny Child song.
Oh, perfect. I'm like, don't do Tanitra. I like Michelle.
No, it wasn't mean. I wouldn't be mean to Michelle because I want Beyonce to like me.
Yeah, and you don't give that. You're not a mean person on social media.
I'm not a mean social media.
I don't know how big of a fan
we
you are.
We should talk
Michelle
about that
Williams.
in a second, about mean social media.
You're not the biggest Michelle Williams fan, but you're not mean.
I'm not mean. She there.
She is there. But no, the white Michelle Williams, who was also married to Heath Ledger.
She was in that movie with him, Brokeback Mountain.
Yes, she was.
With the titties out.
Yes, she was. Well, I remember the first scene between 2 men kissing in prime time. I believe it was the first scene. Like, Dawson's Creek had a scene with 2 gay men, 2 gay boys, because they were young, kissing. And I can vividly remember. Like sitting.
Your erection?
No, God. I was like 8. Oh. So I hadn't got there yet, but I remember
that's a pre-erect time.
Yeah, I remember sitting there with my mom watching it, and it was one of those moments where you're queer, you don't know how to say you're queer. Your mom knows you're queer, she don't know how to say it, but what she could say that ain't right.
My mama, I don't think knew I was queer.
Yeah, mine did.
Mine
always did. Mine tried to act like she didn't.
She really swear up and down that she didn't. And that I all of a sudden got gayer when I came out the closet as an adult, became a gayer man.
But that's what happens. You become an adult.
But I don't think that's actually true.
That may be, but that happens.
Like, my voice is mad deep. My mom thinks I'm blonde. My mom thinks I'm gay because I have, like, my nails done.
Well, you were fucking man, but way before you got your nails done.
Way before.
That's been recent.
Years and years and years before. Oh, man.
Child, please. So I want to read.
Boy booty is the best.
So Billboard.
Girl booty's probably pretty nice, too.
Who booty?
I said boy booty. Then I said girl booty's probably pretty nice, too.
Oh. Billboard recently named the best 50 songs so far of 2024. I'm not reading 50, but I want to read like 50, the first 5 or 6 or so.
Top 5, wait.
You can
top
guess?
Top 5 songs of 2024.
What do you think is number 1? That's the first thing.
that have come out so far. I know who's on it. One of them should probably be Beyonce.
She's the one there.
It's either Break My Soul or the Texas Hold'em one.
That one.
So Texas
That's number
Hold'em,
4,
right?
by the way.
And then I think Tate McRae, Greedy, X's. Is that one of them?
It's not in the first 10.
Espresso. Sabrina
number
Carpenter.
1.
That's number 1.
That's number 1.
What else is in there? The best songs of 2024.
What do you think number 2 is?
Probably. What's that country boy? Who'll be making the country songs?
The one that was jumping off the
Wallen.
roof. He's no way. He's not in the first 10.
He's not in the top 10. Okay.
When he in jail.
So I mean, who else has dropped this year? Tay Tay.
Bless God.
Not in the top
Juneteenth is
10.
real. She was not in the front 12.
Ariana has dropped in the.
Ariana is Pony is number 7 and with the song We Can't Be Friends.
Oh, I don't like that song. That song's not that good. What's number 1? We said was Espresso. Mm-hmm. Oh, Benson Boone. Is he in the top 5?
Mm-mm.
Not the $1 Million Baby.
Well, who's seen that?
Tommy Richmond.
Mm-mm. Oh, yep. Number 8.
That's number 8.
Number 8. I had never heard that name before. I had to write it down.
Who else has dropped this year? With
number
big...
2, when I say it, you will know why.
Oh, it's Not Like Us, Kendrick. And then
it's number 2.
And then
no, you know that.
I just don't know. I was like, let me think about who else has dropped this year. What are the bigger songs
2.
of the year?
Yeah. By the way, Aubrey was not on the first number.
Because Drake
15.
hasn't dropped nothing that hot this year. Not really.
God bless him.
Not enough to be on no list of the best songs. So wait, I said Beyonce. I done got 4 of the top 10.
Yeah.
And you said there's no
And one
Taylor.
you recently told me you like. He's country too.
The black guy? Mm-hmm. Oh, Shabuzi.
Shabuzi's a bar song is number 6.
Right. Okay. And okay, fill in the rest of the gaps. I don't know.
All right. So number 3, I don't know what these people are now. So you maybe know. Good Luck Babe, Chappelle Rogan.
Chapel Rowan.
They're like, what is
He said
what
Chappelle.
is nigga saying?
He said Chappelle. Okay, so
I never heard this
I'm gonna
person.
say this. I have not heard Chapel Rowan's name.
What is this genre?
She's a white girl. She makes pop-ish music.
I've never heard this
And
person. I thought it was a man.
I had not heard Chapel Rowan's name until 10 days ago. Since then, I have heard this bitch's name every day, multiple times a day from multiple different people. So that now you have come in here onto this podcast with Chapel Rowan on your that's crazy.
Couldn't say your name,
Like, I'm just saying it's
say
Chapel Rowan. I just mean like no, literally I have
She's a pop star.
Yes, she's in the realm of like the Tate McRae type girl, but she's more like indie. Tate McRae is more like pop. Chapel Rowan is my age, and because Tate McRae is like 21. So Chapel Rowan's like 28 or 9.
So you pretty much got the first. Okay, so you got the first. You got a lot of them. Here's the one, and I haven't listened to this album, but I hear people say that it's good. Number 5 was Lunch. Good old Billie Eilish.
I almost said that.
Have you listened to this album?
I didn't listen to the album, but I know Lunch. Lunch
But
is about.
you like Billie.
I do like Billie Eilish. She's cool.
I find that a lot of black people like Billie.
She's cool. Billie Eilish. Lunch is about eating a girl out.
Is she bi?
She must be.
Oh, I didn't know this. I don't know.
The song is about eating someone out.
You've heard it.
For lunch. Like,
you
like
know
your
this.
lunch. Like I'm eating you for lunch. Like that's like the concept. But I almost said Lunch by Billie Eilish, so I'm not surprised. I don't know if I think that's one of the best songs of the year, but I'm not surprised.
I mean, so far, I don't know that either, but number 9 is, so you got Texas Hold'em's 4, Billie's number 5, Lunch.
Espresso was 1.
6 was, Espresso was 1.
Shabuzi was 5.
6. Pony is 7.
Not that good of a song.
8 is Tommy.
That's okay. Different.
9 I thought was interesting is Like That, Future.
With Metro Boomin and
Kendrick. And this one is one I'm interested in because we haven't talked about this. I have not listened, but I will listen because people are liking it. Janet Jackson put it to her set list in her concert. Number 10 is Nasty by Tinashe.
Oh, I've been a nasty girl, nasty.
Oh, that's
I've been
it?
a nasty girl,
That's
nasty.
the song?
That's a song.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's the
I've
song.
heard that without even wanting to hear it.
Is it one of the top 10 songs of the year? Absolutely not.
I think
actually don't
Tinashe's a beauty too.
I love Tinashe, and I think she's super talented. I don't really like that record. I like the chorus.
Okay.
Like the chorus is hot, but I don't like the. I should have said nasty. I should have thought about that.
Number 10. Number 11 is what? Deeper. Is it Deeper Well? Casey Musgrave. What?
Casey Musgraves is a country artist.
Yeah, well, she's number 11.
With Deborah, not Deborah.
The song.
What's it called?
Deeper Well.
Deeper Well.
Deeper Well.
Casey Musgraves.
Yeah.
She's a country artist.
Okay, and I think number 12 is called End of Beginning by, I don't even know how to say this, DJ O.
DJO?
Yeah, this is an artist.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They're number 12, and I said, okay, that's enough.
That one I don't know. But I
don't know what that is.
I want to say my hand is pretty on the pulse of new music because I do so much cover songs.
I think it is.
So I'm generally like, I generally know what is hot on the charts, on the TikTok charts and on the Billboard charts. I am regularly kind of listening to those things because I'm debating what to cover.
Well, I will say that you kind of did, to my idea, you did predict. Well, not predict. You were the first person that I ever heard talk about Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
I never, I don't know this person.
I've been a fan of hers for a while.
Yeah, but I'm saying that
My Sabrina Carpenter cover just hit 1 million+ views. One of them.
very good for you. Now I do know that I don't listen to music like that. I'm specifically listening to a certain type of music. More than likely gospel.
Sure.
I did listen to Kate Renata's new album.
I heard Kirk Franklin is not a nice man. I heard that recently.
Really?
I heard that very recently. That he's not the nicest man. And that he's very about money.
I believe that.
And that he's very about money.
I believe that. That's not surprising.
It's not surprising to me either.
Did you know that?
I heard that very recently.
Staying on Billboard. Do you know? Are you done? Because I don't want you to. I don't mind dragging Kirk.
I'm just
I don't
saying,
mind. Go forth.
I didn't hear nice things.
Well, he's not a good father.
I didn't hear nice things about Kirk Franklin.
Yeah, he's not a good father. His father, he has a son who he pretty much disowned, who has publicly talked about being disowned by Kirk Franklin, and he disowned him. Don't even really, I think, acknowledge him as a son in some ways, but
Is he gay?
maybe.
Problem.
And Kirk, I call him
Questionable.
the film queen.
Questionable.
He's
Kirk. Questionable, Kirk.
So God bless.
It's the tiny ones with the fat asses. They be
and he
taking
got a
dick.
body. Yeah.
They be taking dick.
He also gives me like a film, like a film queen, like a top too, though. I can see that. I can see Kirk liking booty.
I can see that too.
Yeah, like he's very fit.
Would I fuck Kirk Franklin?
You would fuck Kirk Franklin. Who wouldn't? He's hot. Have you seen him lately?
No.
See, if you saw him, no. That's a body.
How old is Kirk?
Oh, does it matter?
Yes.
He's like 53.
Too old. He's too
Okay,
old.
that's
you
good.
can't be older than Sherry, okay?
Your mama. Mm-hmm. Got him.
Sherry is, how old are you, mother? What year is it? No, Kirk's is right around my Sherry's age.
That's probably true.
Because here's the rule with me and my mother. I will not fuck people her age if she opts not to fuck people my age. Because realistically, we both fine and could both be fucking whomever we wanted to. So we gonna keep her, she keeps them out the 20s, I will keep them out their 50s, and me and Sherry can... my dream, my some version of it, not a dream, nightmare, is me and Sherry going on a double date with two men who are the same age.
My God, you dang.
like me and Sherry are both out to dinner with each other and our 45-year-old boyfriends. And that is, I've thought about it before.
My Lord. Staying on Billboard real quick, do you know that every song that hit number 1 on Billboard in 2004 was by a black artist or feature?
Every song in 2004?
Yeah.
I mean, there was definitely an era where like hip hop and R&B was the top.
I don't want it to get us flagged. See what you can do. Maybe you'll be taking all this out.
15 seconds of it.
Yeah, but it's you'll see why I say that because it's not. They're not showing much, but that's the thing.
Every song that was number 1 on Billboard artist by
Maybe have to
black
turn the
artist
volume. I don't know.
Learned that every song that hit number 1 on the Billboard in 2004 was by a black artist.
It's a great memory lane.
Outkast. We love some Outkast.
We do.
Who is that? Is that Outkast too?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was such a good one.
In this party, if you wanna be,
that was such a good one.
Get me.
Good old They call me USHER.
You're the bird, deep down, you know.
I didn't know that went number 1, and I love that song. Oh, Confessions was massive.
I think it's one of the best selling albums of the last. That's like, like that. She working
so
like
good.
that. Don't know how to act. Slow motion for me. Lean.
I love that era. I love that song.
Rock away.
Who is that? Oh, Goodies just turned 20 years old too.
My boo.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. Niggas really had it because I know all these shits.
A classic.
These are records.
A
Drop
classic.
it like it's hot. When a nigga catch your attitude, pop it like it's
Is that
hot. That was it.
Yeah, so wasn't that a good memory lane?
That was great. I knew every single one of them songs.
And the idea that was 20 years ago, God.
I take pride actually in knowing every single song that came out and knowing what those number ones were, because I know all them shits.
They were huge.
She working like
I was surprised that not Beyonce. I was surprised that Fanny. I didn't know
Beyonce
that.
ain't drop in 2004.
No, I meant to say Fanny. I didn't know that song by Fanny went number one.
American Idol.
That's what it was, because me, all of us who was fucking white, but was listening to that shit and voting for her.
I just went down like a Broadway Tony Award memory lane.
Because they just had the awards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I have watched fucking The Color Purple and watched.
You watched the movie The Color Purple?
I have watched Cynthia Erivo's version
I Am Here.
of I Am Here. I done watched about 15, 20 times over the last 36 hours.
Because it moves you?
She is singing the fuck down.
Which version do you like better?
Burn versus Fantasia?
Yeah.
No,
Careful.
Cynthia. It's Cynthia. I know Fantasia's better. Fantasia's is the one I know better, but no. I saw the Cynthia.
You know, that's a big debate.
And Cynthia burned that track the fuck down. It is hard to be like, you just out-sang Fantasia. That bitch out-sang Fantasia. And she's tiny as fuck on this Tony stage, belting that shit out.
Did you see Fantasia's version on the Tony Awards?
I've seen Fantasia's version. I've seen her studio version.
Okay, because she performed it also on the Tony Awards, and to me it was mine, but like it blew me away.
Better than Cynthia's?
I personally, and I like Cynthia.
I didn't watch Fantasia's live Tony one.
It's incredible.
Oh, because Cynthia really
that's where I want to say this. Wait, are you done?
Cynthia really was in her little slave outfit or whatever the fuck, and her little wig and whatever the fuck. And
I love how Celie is now a slave.
She sang that song.
She was not a slave.
She sang that song the fuck down. Belting, like that is an 11 o'clock number. Like that is an 11 o'clock number.
The thing is,
like everybody stands up there like, wow, this is why I spent money so I could see this fucking song.
One thing of that with you is that the audience, I think it's interesting to know for the audience is that, so if a movie is a timepiece, before 1950, it is a slave movie.
It's a slave movie. They could
have
Moonlight
freedom.
is a fucking slave movie.
They could know freedom.
If it is a movie about black hardship, pick a year. It's a slave movie. The Pursuit of Happiness, Moonlight.
We went to see Woman King together.
All of these are slave movies.
An incredible movie. You get there 20 minutes late, literally 20 minutes late, because you overslept.
Why you calling me out like that?
And
because I was definitely late to Woman King. I was definitely late to Black Panther. I was definitely late to fucking, what was that Jordan Peele movie?
I didn't see that with you.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I didn't.
The Jordan Peele one with Kiki. You didn't see that with me?
I saw that with Adrian and Andres.
I saw it with David.
Adrian and Andres saw it at the same theater we used to go to in downtown, but it was the three of us. You wouldn't go with us. But
I'd be late.
You got in Woman King. This is a slave movie. I don't really like this. I said, hold on, the action's coming. And then you realize, it was an action. Viola was kicking ass in that movie. Let's be very clear.
And I still said it was a slave movie.
But good. Back to what we're talking about. Fantasia? Okay, I'm going to say this. I do think...
Now I got to go watch her Tony performance because
no, it's incredible.
No. Have you seen...
I've seen that one too.
Cynthia really... I got to go say something to her. Next time I see her out somewhere.
That will happen.
Like, it will happen.
See her.
When I see her out somewhere.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So I will have to
let her know that she really did bring that shit all the way down.
I've met her. She's very cute. She's very petite. She's like this size. Literally, you feel like you can pick her up. I feel like I can pick her up, and that's not a lot.
Like the Janelle Monáe size. Because I saw she was at the Tonys with, what's her name?
With Lena.
Yeah.
Her partner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Every time they're together.
I love how in Los Angeles, and this is like, in LA, you go out, it's a small city. You will see the relationships that pop up in in People and in TMZ
or
a year before they are actually.
And sometimes
on
you will see the
TMZ.
relationships and you never see it publicly.
That too.
Yeah, because I don't think they've ever. I don't think, from what I know, they've never publicly said they're together. We just know that.
We know that, but we saw it at the Tonys. You see them there together.
Yes, for
They're
sure.
there
But they
together.
could be friends.
But they've been, right. But they've been together for so. And this is probably like the fourth or fifth example of a relationship that I saw in an LA street with notable names.
Yeah.
That people were like, oh, new item, new people.
No,
I
I see a lot of people who in their real life, it's like, oh, you guys are together. Back to that I Am Here. I want to say this. I think that Cynthia Erivo is an incredible vocalist.
Do you want to see the movie with Ariana Grande? Let's go see it.
Oh, no, I don't want to see that.
You don't see Wicked?
I don't want to see Pony.
Why not?
No, I want to see Boys the Mind that's coming out. Where's it go? Boys the Men? The
But
music video.
Why don't you want to see the?
Because that's not my type of movie, and I don't care for Pony.
I haven't seen the play.
I like Pony, but I don't care. I want
But you
Pony
like
to become
Cynthia.
black. Not that much.
You don't?
Not really.
I think it's cool.
I want to say this though. Back to Fantasia. I think that Cynthia.
I'm gonna go see the movie with
should. I
Ariana
think
Grande and Cynthia, and I'm
when
gonna
does this come
drag
out?
Oko. Oko loves to be like, nah, on
When
the
does
show.
this come out? Is it out?
It should be out maybe like a couple weeks.
Oh.
I think there's two.
Two
one-
versions?
I think it's part 1, part 2.
Oh, I will say that I think that Cynthia is an incredible vocalist. I love her version of I Am Here. I slightly...
Hers is more powerful than Fantasia.
See, I disagree. I don't think that, for me, and
Fantasia to me has like a chesty
and nasal,
throaty,
and
nasal. It's
nasally.
up here. Fantasia sings up here.
Now, wait, are you asking me who's the better singer?
Cynthia is singing from like guttural
what are you asking?
ancestors.
Are you saying who?
Like I can hear generations. I can hear slave ships in
And she's
Cynthia's
not that.
fucking
Yeah,
voice.
from like Britain.
I can hear slave ships in Cynthia's fucking voice.
But you know that's some of the critique of her ass too. We're gonna
What?
talk about it on Juneteenth.
Oh, I can hear it. It's Juneteenth, my nigga. When's the time to talk about it?
Well, first let me, because before I get to going critiquing her, I think her voice is great. I think that you hit on something that I want to clarify. Do I think she's a better technical singer? I do. I think she's a better technical singer.
She is. Her voice is incredible.
I think that she's more trained, clearly. She studied. Her voice does more
Fantasia's
than
a bitch
Fantasia.
who can sing from the hood. She can sing down from
And
the
the
hood.
church.
Then the church. Right.
Which for me resonates more with me. That's why I say when I hear their versions, regardless of who's more technical, because you can be technical and still not resonate with sound. I more resonates with Fantasia's version. It's not that that little girl ain't singing down. The woman is singing down.
She's
Now, from the critical aspect, she played Harriet.
She burned the houses down. Like
She played Harriet, and she took a lot of heat for that because the truth is that
because she's a British woman.
well, because she's a British woman, and there are black women that also went up for that role who are black American who
Sure.
also could have been Harriet.
But I don't think that the argument is that that those other black women could not have been her. I don't think that's the argument at all.
That is the argument,
But
though.
I'm certain that Cynthia and her as a dark-skinned black woman, because she black, I don't think that her experience, because blackness is vilified and a problem everywhere. I understand that like the story of Harriet Tubman is like more,
I need Harriet Tubman to be by a black American. Let's be
I
clear.
understand that.
I personally do.
I understand.
You don't have
that-
to go across the pond.
Sure, you don't
You
have
fucking
to
get a black woman in this city.
But you very
in this
well
country.
could.
Well, that's not the
I don't
problem,
think that,
though.
but I don't think that takes away from. I don't think that takes away from the experience. Like
No, I think two things are true. I think that she was. I'm not saying that she didn't pull it off. I enjoyed the movie.
I didn't watch it.
I watched it. You
Well,
wouldn't
then
even
I'm
want to
sure-
watch it.
I wouldn't watch that. I would not
I
watch
enjoyed
that.
the movie, but I do think that there was valid critique. That idea that anytime, and we've heard Morgan Freeman, who's on my list for something, we've heard a lot of black actors say this, anytime, in particular to like black American stories, you don't fucking have to go to London and get a black American who's not even American, a black person cosplaying in black vernacular when it is bitches in this country who are qualified.
Sure.
And that was the critique. It
I don't
wasn't
know
her
if
talent.
I don't know if I think it's about like her lack of talent or not.
It's not
their lack of
that.
talent.
It's not that. It's
But
just,
she
it
went
felt,
from-
why do you have to go that far?
I want to give props to Oprah.
Oprah.
Yeah.
God bless Oprah. I hope she's feeling better.
I'm gonna give some props to Oprah, to Tyler, because dead ass out of the Color Purple Broadway version, That's how we got Cynthia. That's how we got Danielle Brooks. We did not know who either of these hoes were before.
Well, let's be clear though. Remember, Danielle had done Orange Is the New Black. That was first.
Sure.
So that brought her into a household. Now let's be clear.
That is true.
Let's be very honest
I
about
forgot
that.
that she was on. I did forget she was on that.
Yes. No.
But still.
Yeah. I think it applies to Cynthia. Not Danielle.
And Danielle.
Because I know people who thought that this was her first iteration in the film. She had to tell people during the promotion. You know, I watched all the interviews.
Danielle had to say this?
Danielle had to say that she had played it in Broadway. People didn't know that. They didn't know that she had already had her stake in Sophia.
That's what I'm saying. On the Broadway, I'm talking about the Broadway version of the show.
Broadway. Okay, I thought you meant like for like mass people.
No. I'm talking about the Broadway version of the show is why I know Cynthia and Danielle Brooks.
Oh, but you hadn't seen her before Orange Is the New Black?
I had seen Orange Is the Black, but I don't.
Because I feel like you watched it.
No. I
I
might
didn't
have
know
seen
this.
like an episode or two.
I didn't either, but I knew of her. That's how I knew of her.
No, that's not how I knew of her. I knew of her from realistically, I knew of Danielle Brooks from a separate project. But I realized that how I know her. Danielle Brooks is on a Netflix show where they like gut people's houses. It's kind of like that Ty Penningham, where they would
not Home Improvement.
Ty, was that his name?
Yeah, Ty Pennington.
Pennington, yeah. And where they would gut the houses in like.
What is that show called? Extreme Home Makeover.
And so they have one on Netflix.
Okay.
But Danielle Brooks is the host.
Okay.
And they like flip out the houses, but they do it really fast. Like not a week, it's like a day. And it's really good. And I don't be feeling emotional when I watch it, but when I watch that, I be feeling emotional.
Right.
I cried once.
Really?
And I'm not a TV crier.
No, you're not.
No, not even kind of. But they did it, and they do it for the people who deserve it. XYZ, they flip out the house. It's so nice. People don't expect it. And I was just like, my feelings.
I do think that I love this conversation because I do believe that both of them are incredible singers. And the reason I said that.
Oh, no. I think that what's her name is crazy. I come from theater.
You do.
My background is in theater.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that because it's been a long time. My background is in theater. And niggas who sing and dance and XY, they do it all live. They do it all at the same time. It's this. You get one personality. It's this. Hi, I sing, I dance, I act, I whatever. Hi. What is like that's really the school of thought that I come from.
Right.
And so.
And you wasn't raised in the church.
No. Not
which is like my angle.
Yeah, which is not. Mine is like theater. And so like when I look at like a Cynthia and I'm like they are singing, they are doing it. I come from the school of Beyonce, which is like I'm like they are really giving a show. Like there's XYZ, they're giving X factors across the board.
Right. I think that's fair.
Fantasia's a great singer.
Oh, listen. The audience don't have to wonder where we stand with Fantasia.
Love Fantasia. We are Fantasia fans.
We have done this show how long?
But Cynthia,
and we have spent. This is our first time ever mentioning Cynthia. We profess our love for Fantasia.
I need Cynthia to go cut an R&B album.
You know,
that's what the fuck I need.
I'm surprised that's never happened.
I need Cynthia Arivio, or whatever the fuck her name is.
Cynthia
the one who
Arivio.
fucking lean away. Cynthia, go put out the record. Go put out an R&B record because I want to hear that shit.
She recently was at the Hollywood Bowl like last year.
He won.
And she had a whole like thing where she was able to like perform different cuts and classics. So I think that she does have her. I think Cynthia Arivio is an incredible vocalist. I liked her version of Celie. I've had conversations with friends because I saw The Color Purple in theater. I have had conversations with queer Black women who felt like because Cynthia is queer, maybe she could have given a more realistic standpoint of queerness than Fantasia did. I've heard Black queer women critique Fantasia and Taraji's intimacy as feeling a little cosplay. Mm-hmm. And it made me wonder, because it would be more of a real experience for Cynthia, what she had done differently. Because the truth is, this is what we hear. We hear, and I didn't just hear this. I was at an event with Cynthia, and Cynthia did say that not getting The Color Purple was a big loss for her because she
deserved it.
But don't do that. Fantasia deserved it too.
No.
And we're talking about the film when I say that.
I didn't watch the film. What I know is that Cynthia literally.
She don't feel like that's one-sided?
I love, like, I'm here for the diaspora, I'm here for the talent, I'm here to see it all. Cynthia gave me chills. I had to watch it again. I had to pull it back.
That's fair.
Fantasia is a good singer. She's a phenomenal singer.
I mean, there's only one Fantasia.
That's it.
That's very clear.
But Fantasia cannot do what Cynthia is doing. Period.
I
Point
think that's
blank.
fair.
No day of the week.
I don't disagree with that.
No day of the week. Fantasia has a
don't
great
disagree with
voice.
that.
Fantasia's giving me albums I want to listen to.
She has.
Fantasia is out here in these streets doing the things that she wants to be doing.
We love
Cynthia
Fantasia.
would have got the Oscar.
And that's that.
That's that.
All right. So niggery, because it's Juneteenth.
Yeah, what are the topics? Give me
Morgan Freeman,
give me like 2 or 3 topics to choose from.
I'm telling you, Morgan.
topics
Yeah,
to
I'm
choose
telling
from.
you the
Okay.
topics.
Okay,
I have to
appreciate
go. Yeah. Okay, so this is Morgan Freeman explaining why he don't like to celebrate Black History Month.
I saw that. I don't want to talk about it.
All right,
He seems like an old coon. Morgan, you seem old and dumb.
but he made sense though.
No, he doesn't.
Did you read it?
I did.
Okay. 5 things white people need to hear on Juneteenth. I think this could be a good conversation.
I think that's the one we should go with.
But wait, one more thing.
What's that?
A recent poll was done by Black Americans, and it found that a majority of Black Americans believe the U.S. institutions are conspiring against them. ...
Dot. Okay,
Dot.
I'm down to do both.
Okay, so no
But-
Morgan.
No, Morgan. Morgan,
God bless
old,
Morgan.
you too old and light-skinned, and you are very rich, and you've been rich for a very long time, and the concept that you giving Raven Simone, it's giving, oh, I'm American, oh, I'm not black, nigga, I don't have time. Skip. Go ahead.
All right, so the 5 things. So this was based upon the Griot magazine. Michael Harriot, I believe, wrote this. He says 5 things white people need to know or need to hear on Juneteenth. And then I want us to tell what we think white people need to hear.
Okay.
Number 5 for him was the national anthem.
The black one.
No. 5 things white people need to hear on Juneteenth.
Okay.
Yeah, good or bad. 5 things they need to hear. Number 5, the national anthem sucks.
The
The
traditional
national
one.
anthem sucks because it is racist. If you listen to the whole prose of it, they mention slavery and all. They take out some of it, but the actual anthem is racist.
Okay, I haven't thought that it was racist before. I don't know if there's some extended mix.
It is.
I don't know if there's some,
Yeah, there are parts that are out. There are parts we just don't sing. Number 4, stop being so fragile. This is what white people need to hear. Not for you and I, but this is what he thinks that white people need to hear. Stop being so fragile. Number 3, America is eyed. When he says that, he's trying to...
that's a fact. America is
he's trying to
eyed.
break through that idea that America in this
Is the
exceptional...
bestest.
This exceptionalism bullshit.
Yeah.
Number 2, the Constitution isn't that great. Very true. We were not even human in the Constitution.
Constitution isn't that great. I mean,
He
it's
didn't lie.
it's a different type of place. Different type
That's
of
number
country.
2. Number 1 is freedom is free.
That's word salad.
Freedom is free,
Yeah,
but you don't feel like white people need to hear that?
that's word salad.
Word Sally, explain why you say that.
What is freedom is free? What
What
does
I-
that even mean?
I think what he's saying is that white people need to understand that our freedom we shouldn't have to fight for our freedom. It should be free. It should be ours. That's not word salad.
I get that.
That's not word salad.
I understand the concept of what you say when you say it like that.
Yeah, well, that's what he meant.
But when I hear freedom is free, I think word salad.
But what are the things that you think white people need to hear?
On Juneteenth?
On Juneteenth, whatever you think. It could be funny also. You don't have to be serious.
I don't understand why when I walk down the street, are you old white bitch scared of me? I am 6 feet tall, 155 pounds, fully dressed, soaking wet, blonde with my nails done. And when I tell you, nose piercings, big hoop earrings, not intimidating. And when I tell you, old white bitches jump to the other side of the street when I am walking up the street. Old white bitches, I don't want the $13 in your purse. I don't. I was talking to my mother today about how white poor people annoy the fuck out of me. I don't want the $13 in your old faded glory ass Walmart purse. I don't want it. I don't get it. I don't understand why. I'm a little drunk.
So what else do you what else do you want white people? 5 things that what are other things that white people need to know? You said one. You can think of something else?
What else do white people need to know? Besides the fact
I think what you said was true too.
Yeah, I'm not.
What you're basically saying is that you're not intimidating.
I'm really not. At all.
And until actions prove one to be intimidating, you
I
should
could
not
get
think.
intimidating. Like, don't fucking come across me crazy, Karen. Don't do that. But me on a general walking down the street don't got shit to want to do shit with your ass, with your cracker ass. I really don't.
Maya said, I know why the cage bird sing.
Period.
I love you, Maya. Maya Angelou. That's why I'm wearing her today. Let me say one thing that I think white people need to hear. I like that. I think that's true. I want white people to recognize on Juneteenth that you're not always our gays.
Regularly
Because
or not.
white people have this idea that even if we're not talking to them, we're talking for them.
Or about them.
Or about them. Or explaining to them. It's like we do live a world where you guys don't matter.
Don't matter.
You really don't. And our lives in those moments are blissful and communal and kind and feisty.
Wonderful.
And spicy. And many things. So I want them to recognize that it's not always about them. I think that's the one thing. I also think that white people could also recognize that whatever fear they have of losing the majority, which is rapidly happen when you think about
crazy.
Like Latinos.
White people are like, oh my God, please don't flip to the minority. We can't be that minority. We didn't treat the minorities really nicely when we were in the
But that's what the fear is. That's the psychology
That's
of
the fuck
it.
the fear is. We didn't treat them very nicely.
Yeah.
This shouldn't flip. Oh, we don't want to be treated like they treated us. That's the fuck it is. Karen, Billy, Joel, Michael. I don't want shit to do with you. Stay over there. White mediocrity.
It is pretty mediocre. Did you know that Tubi last month had more views than Peacock, HBO Max, Paramount, all of them?
Combined?
Yeah.
Niggas don't want to spend this money.
But I gotta be white people too, because it ain't just niggas that's
the whole
driving
fact.
this.
People
Are white people
don't
looking at
want to
Tubi?
spend money. I was in here. I was working, and they were having a
That's
podcast,
hilarious.
and they were talking about it was the dude who made Pluto TV.
Okay,
Which
I've
is
heard of it.
Right, is another freemium type place where you run ads, and that's where you get the free stuff that wasn't making any money before, XYZ. And the market is large. People don't want to spend all their money on shit. I don't mind an ad. I watch shit on YouTube all the time. I learned recently from one of my friends, Matt. Matt loves YouTube.
Yeah, I've heard him say that.
Matt loves YouTube. Matt watches YouTube shows, YouTube podcasts, YouTube this, YouTube that, YouTube XYZ. Matt don't open up HBO for nothing, Netflix for nothing.
But is that a political act too?
It's not a political act.
He just watches YouTube.
Because it's fucking free. And that's why
that makes sense.
And that's why people watch Pluto, and that's why people watch Tubi, and that's why people watch all the things, because they don't want to sit and they're like, I don't want to spend all this money on some shit. I spend all this money on everything. Like, I have a video going up on Instagram right now because I've been making. So a couple days ago, I made a social media thing. I was like, okay, I'm going to post every day to all the social medias for 30 days.
Yeah. Have you done that?
I've been doing that.
Every day?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's been working.
Very good.
My followers have gone up. My views have gone up.
On Instagram?
Mm-hmm. I probably gained like 150 new Instagram followers.
Very nice.
Couple million TikTok views. Maybe like 200,000-300,000 impersonations. Instagram's a harder I don't have that many followers on Instagram.
Right.
And it's a harder place to kind of like crack through. But like, I've been feeding the social media gods, and they've been doing okay by that concept. What were we talking about? I'm a little drunk.
I know. Tubi. Having the most views.
So like just putting out stuff and like putting it out in a way that's gonna like move the needle. Oh my God, I'm really drunk.
You went in?
Hi. Thank you for watching episode 31.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
We'll talk about this whole, because I do think next week we should tap into the why a majority of Black Americans believe U.S. institutions are conspiring against them. That's a legitimate conversation that I think we should have.
I mean, I was talking to my mother today about white homeless people and how I don't have money to give to white homeless people.
Okay.
Because I don't understand how you fumbled however many fucking generational bags.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a generational curse for you to be homeless and white in 2024. Like, how did this happen?
Today.
You got houses to inherit. You got income taxes. You got this, you got that. You got neighborhoods blown down so that y'all can have neighborhoods. Why the fuck are you homeless? I don't have money to give to you because you're a fuck up. The niggas, the pregnant, Black, the whatever, the minorities, the people, I understand the system is kind of stacked against them. And I understand that from a litany of places. When I was young and dealing with the court system, I couldn't get my dental work done because I wasn't 18. System stacked against me. I was getting pulled over, driving around, doing XYZ, system stacked against me. I got pulled over in New York. I was getting pulled over like 8 times a year. I haven't been pulled over 4 years at all in the last 4 years in Los Angeles. System stacked against you. And understanding like where and when they are, because there's New Yorkers who aren't getting pulled over either. System is different over there versus over here.
I like to be able to do this show with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's nice.
No shit. Thanks.
It's good to be here on Juneteenth working with you. It's great. Literally the day. When you guys see it, I don't know what it'll be. Probably be like
2
July
weeks later.
3rd.
Yeah, it'll be about 2 weeks later.
Hello.
Hi.
Which is on brand, because 4th of July would be near. So
Sherry's
this is what
coming.
we should be talking about.
Should we try to get my mother on the show?
You think she'll come?
No.
I don't think so, but we should stand out there.
Oh, she would sit over here.
Will it change how you perform?
She would sit over here.
Will it change how you perform?
No, probably not. Maybe.
Probably, I think so.
Maybe.
You want to come?
Yeah.
I think you should be here. I'm all down for
Sherry's
that.
coming to the show,
Maybe
bitches.
Adrian, will it help if Adrian was here too?
Yeah.
Maybe we both would be in the audience, so they have
Because
to be in
and
there
then they can talk
together.
and do that, and then we'll do the bote, and we'll
That's
do the whole
it.
thing.
All of
We'll
that
do the whole
works.
thing.
So real quickly, I'm reading this. I'm trying to bring a little books to this podcast. Just what I'm reading.
RuPaul.
Yeah, so I'm reading RuPaul's memoir, The House of Hidden Meanings. Isn't this a beautiful cover? Like, this face is good.
It is a good face.
It's like a face.
It's about 30 years old, but yes.
Well, yeah, it's not. I didn't see RuPaul on your memoir. Don't have to be today.
It's not
But
today.
this.
There's no shot that's today. That picture is about 30 years old.
I like the way it looks on the camera. Ru looks great. I'm enjoying it. I would recommend it to people because it is for all
You look
of
like one of Madonna's backup dancers from 1998. 1994?
We'll go up a little bit. Yeah.
84.
No.
94.
You're right. 94. Like 93.
94.
Yeah.
He looked like one of them bitches. That was about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am enjoying it. So if you guys are looking for a book to read, I recommend it. It's Pride. He Black. He's a queen.
Go get it at Asha's bookstore.
I don't think Asha got this book, but
Asha, go get the bookstore.
this came from the library. That's also what the Hackeries helped me. I went to the library for the first time in years. Well, not the first time. I went to the library and took out a book.
Asha Grant, go order this book so that they can go get the book from where they order the books from you. Because we don't know where to order books from.
I love that. Yeah, Asha. That's great. Great.
Yeah.
Asha's now probably like, oh, Lord, I got to go order this damn book.
Go
I don't got
get this
room.
book.
Meanwhile, she be on the cusp. I would not be surprised. You could be right. Maybe she already have it on her shelf.
Period. She's like, what you niggas talking about?
Yeah, I got it. Come to Inglewood.
That's it.
The book shop is called The Salt Eaters. So look online at thesalteaters.com.
Late night episode.
Alrighty, bye.
31.
Happy Juneteenth, y'all.
In the can.
Bye.
Juneteenth. I'm kind of drunk. Bye.